Okay, so today I'm going to show you an easy Asian slow roasted pork recipe. It's a big hit with all my friends whenever they come over, so now I'm going to share this with you. So you can use pork shoulder for this recipe, but if you're in South Africa, you can get your hands on some pork neck, which is amazing. I love it. It's already marbled with fat, so it's great for slow roasting. So I bought a 2 kg bit of pork neck, and I'm going to set this aside. For the sauce, all you're going to need is an onion, an apple or a piece of fruit, garlic and ginger, which are a mainstay of Asian cooking, and some sesame seeds. And then for the sauces, soy sauce, Japanese soy sauce is the best, some red wine vinegar, sesame oil. If you can get your hands on it, mirin, which is a Japanese sherry, and sake, which is a rice wine, and some sugar. I'm going to show you guys a really easy tool to peel ginger. Rather than using a peeler, best thing to use is a teaspoon. And you can see by doing this, you can peel ginger really, really easily without losing a lot of the flesh. So it saves a lot of the root. Is take about this much of ginger and you're gonna grate it finely. So I've already done this over here just to save time. We can put this like this. Next, we're gonna grate some onion. And again, this just helps soften the meat with its acidity. So it's really, really nice to add into any kind of slow roast. Again, I've already done this on here. And then this is a trick from my Korean friends. Always add in a piece of fruit. So it can be an apple or a pear or even a kiwi. It just adds that nice fruity flavor to it. And again, you're just gonna grate the whole thing. Grate a whole apple. It can be red, it can be green, it doesn't matter. And we just take all that flesh and put it aside. And then the next thing is garlic. So now I'm going to show you, if you're lucky enough to have one of these puppies, you take the garlic, it's still peeled, and you smash it. And then it comes out really easily, the peel comes off. And then you can just mince this up. So I add about 6 bits of garlic because again, you're going to slow roast it for a long time. And again, I've already done it here. So I'm going to add about 2 cups of soy sauce to this. 1, 2, a cup of sake, cup of mirin, there we go, and then we're going to add about a tablespoon of sesame oil, to really nice toasted sesame oil. Just make sure that it's 100%, like that. And we're also going to add a bit of vinegar. It doesn't have to be red wine vinegar. You can use apple cider, whatever you had. This just adds a little bit of acidity. And then, just for extra sweetness, because it's always nice to have that sweet and salty contrast in Asian cooking, I'm going to add a few tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm going to mix this all up. Then we're going to add the garlic that we've already chopped up. We're going to add the ginger. Again, it doesn't matter if you have the little bits because we're going to strain this out later. The apple that we've already shredded up. And the onion as well. Okay. And then we're going to just add a bit of water. It really depends on how big your roasting pan is. Mine isn't huge. So I'm going to add about 500 mils of water to this. And we're just going to stir it up to make sure especially that the sugar has been dissolved. Okay, so now we're going to take this meat and we're going to submerge it in this, okay? The point is to try to get it covered as much as possible. If it's not covered, it's fine. You're just going to have to flip it halfway through. So now that it's submerged, we can just kind of sprinkle the sesame seeds on. If you don't have sesame seeds, that's fine. And if you want to add chili sauce or chilies, that's fine too. It's just that I have kids, so I would like to add the chili sauce afterwards, not before. And then we're just going to take some heavy-duty tin foil. And we're going to cover it up, make sure it's nicely, tightly covered. Like this. And then we're going to pop it in the oven for 3 hours at the very least at 180. If you have longer, you could do it at 160 or 150 for 5 hours. But honestly, 3 hours will be just right at 180.
smell, Johnny?
Something yummy. Not something stinky.
Okay, so now it's been just over 3 hours at 180 degrees. And so I'm going to take this out. Just be really careful because there's going to be a lot of juice that's coming out. I'm going to bring this carefully over to the counter. Okay, so now I'm just going to carefully open up the tin foil. Careful because there's going to be a lot of steam that comes out. Woo! This is what it's going to end up looking like. You can just flip it over and look at this amazing meat. It's just literally tearing apart. All you're going to do is use forks and just break it all up, mixing it in with this lovely juice. And then it will be ready to serve. So Daddy, you can have the first bite.
No, you may have it because it looks burning hot, my love.
Mm.
Can I try some?
Oh, it's really good. Come on.
Mmm, that's delicious.
Okay. I've had some rice cooking in my Japanese rice cooker, and we're going to serve this up. The best way to eat this is in a lettuce wrap. What we're going to do is take some lettuce. I'm going to put some gohan in it. Okay, just a little bit of gohan. And then you can just put some of this delicious pork. And then, can you open this? And if you want to add some chili sauce on top, this is a great, it's called Fuchi chili sauce from Sun Chinese Market. And there you go, dig in.
That was my one.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, wife. Mmm, that's so delicious. Mm.
I don't think I got any pork.
Oishii? Johnny, oishii?
Mommy.
Amelie, can you put some pork on his plate, please?
Yes. Look at the chicken.
Yes, it's chicken.
Yes, it's
darling,
chicken.
Yes.
Look. The big one is here.
Actually, Johnny, I'm going to break it to you, boy. It's not chicken. Johnny, it's Peppa Pig.
No.
Ami.
It's okay. It's okay.
Johnny, eat your chicken.
You be the mommy pig.
Okay.
Just to get little bits of lettuce, mix up the lovely pork and some rice and some all-important chili.
Mommy.
Mix it all up and Bob's your uncle. Cheers.